The equine industry is ever-changing, so we've brought in experts to help you understand the industry and better navigate your business. In the time that it takes to tack up a horse, we will give you key information and vital insights into the equine industry. Welcome to Tack Talk. Hello, my name is Allie Taylor. I'm an assurance associate in our Lexington office. I work with our equine team, and today we have Jen Shah with us today. If you want to introduce yourself.
Sure. Hi, I'm Jen Shah. I'm the industry leader for our equine practice at Dorton. And who is this today?
This is Dixie. She's a 21-year-old quarter horse. She barrel races and has won several awards, so that's who we're riding today.
Perfect.
So I just bought a horse.
Congratulations.
What do I do now?
Well, your horse, much like Dixie, is an asset to your balance sheet. So that just means that that purchase price is not currently expensable, but you instead capitalize it and depreciate it over a period of years.
What does that mean, depreciation?
So it's just a fancy term for, instead of being able to currently deduct something, I actually write the cost off over a number of years based on a depreciation schedule. Most horses are either 3 or 7 year property that are in the US. In order to be available to be depreciated, the horse has to be placed in service.
So when would a horse be placed in service?
Well, it depends. A horse like Dixie, a sport horse, is placed in service when she begins training or when she begins competing. Very similarly, racing prospects are the same way. So they are placed in service either their fall or their yearling year when they begin breaking and training, or when they begin competing in racing their 2-year-old year. And for breeding prospects, it's really when the horse is available to be bred or has been bred. So you can't just look and see when the cash was paid. You really have to see if the horse is available to be in service at that point from a depreciation perspective.
What other costs should I be expecting when it comes to owning a horse?
Yeah, so that's a great loaded question. But really, at the first outset, in addition to the purchase price, you'll likely be paying commissions both to an auction house, and typically for thoroughbreds, that's about 5%. And then you might have a bloodstock agent or a consignor. That could be another 2.5% to 5%, depending on who you use and if you're buying in bulk. And that's really for thoroughbreds. We have seen on the sport horse side as much as 10% each to both the buyer and sales agent. So 20% commission. So again, it varies, and we worked with clients before to help them come up with a commission structure that might work for them and their trainer or their bloodstock agent. But you're capitalizing things like that, shipping costs, if you're buying a horse from Europe and shipping it back to the US, that would be capitalized. And then obviously the ongoing maintenance costs of a horse too, that's expensed, but again, looking at those costs that are associated with the purchase of the horse and capitalizing those and depreciating that as well.
So what do you recommend for those of us that are buying horses?
Well, I always recommend for sure that you should surround yourself with a good team.
Okay.
It's important that you trust your advisors. They have people that are pedigree experts, so if you're looking especially on the breeding side, they have bloodstock agents who are good at confirmation, having someone understand what you're looking for is imperative so that you all can be on the same page, knowing what your budget is, knowing how much you're willing to spend, not only for the original purchase price, but also for how much the horse will cost going forward. All very important when looking at horses.
Anything more specific about owning a horse?
Well, I guess I would say that think about what you want to do. On the thoroughbred side, do you want to be a commercial breeding operation? Do you want to breed to race, or do you want to breed to sell? On the racing operations, what types of races do you want to do? Do you want to shoot for the top and go through the graded stakes, or are you more in the claiming area? And then on the sport horse side, what type of sporting event do you want to do? It really helps define what your costs will be, what type of horse you're looking for, and anything else.
Where should I start to look?
That is a great question. I think you should do a lot of research. There's a lot of tools out there and information that's online that you can go to and get some information, and then also try to find who your advisors are. Surround yourself with great people and listen to their advice.
Thank you so much for joining me today. If people want to know where to contact us, where should they look?
Sure, they can go right to deandorton.com, visit our website, and we have a equine industry team there with a lot of information.
Well,
thanks for having me.
Of course. It looks like Dixie's ready to go. So we're off.